Hello everyone, it's SystemCollapse and this is Ultimate Alchemy. Hope everyone's had a blast today. I'm having a pretty amazing one myself. But EP14 episodes, I did a little bit of stuff, so let's kind of take a look-see, see what I did here, kind of move forward, and kind of get some stuff done, I guess. Over here, I have a giant crate full of all these kind of crystals here. These are the Vis crystals. I know a lot of you guys are saying they're called V, and they probably are. I mean, I'm going to accept the fact that they are, but moving forward, I'm just going to call them Vis crystals, so it's going to become a thing kind of like Civ. Because it seems to make some of you very angry, and because you got so angry about it, I'm going to continue to call them Vis. Anyway, so these are Vis crystals, and that's definitely a thing. I did go ahead and make a whole lot of these things in the Crucible. I make them in the Crucible on purpose because it actually creates less flux. But I also put a ender tank here, and it automatically fills up the Crucible every time it gets empty. And, that is pretty awesome. So yeah, I just went ahead and made a ton of these things with these quartz slivers, right? So if we go here and go to sliver, let's grab that. Go ahead and grab that as well. We're going to go ahead and let's go grab some ice. Let's get some of that gellum. I don't even think I have any of that one yet. I don't want to do that many because it'll fill it up. But if I throw these things in here, I wasn't doing this yesterday. You just throw in the entire stack of the actual quartz slivers. And just do it that way. It's much cleaner and takes a lot less time. I did say too that it creates less flux to do it this way. And that is true. If you go the other method, which is smelting. So you smelting, you turn it into a liquid, which is nice because we are going to have to do that at one point for the actual arcane infusion. The problem is when you do it that way, is it creates a lot more flux because the smelting itself creates flux. It's automatically. Where this way here, as long as I don't let it dissipate, and kind of like I can show you that in a couple minutes here when we make the goggles. But over time, like when you put something in there, so I put it here. I drop one of those in there. It makes 20 of the gellum. Over time, that 20 will go to 19, then 18, and 17. It actually kind of dissipate, and you end up getting flux in the environment. As long as you're really quick with the slivers, there's very little kind of flux put in the kind of area. I mean, you can kind of see here, I only have 48 flux in this area so far, which is not too bad, considering how many crystals I've already gone ahead and made. So that's pretty awesome. That's why I'm doing that. I need to grab that. We're going to need that for sure. We're going to grab those Thaumcraft. Grab them as well. Is there anything else I need in here? Probably some gold. And yeah, we're going to get to a couple other things here. One thing I did, though, I did some research in Aromancy. I really wanted to get to this. The workbench charger wasn't unlocked by default. So I had to go ahead and make some Vis Resonators, which we needed anyway. So I went ahead and did that. You may notice these cost 50 Vis. I also had to, before I go on actually, turn on my day-night cycle. Because if it's not on, your Vis does not refill. This number will not go back up. So I had to turn that back on to kind of fix that. So I kind of took care of that like that. Let's get rid of this gellum really quick. Do that. And go back to looking at the research I did here. So anyway, I had to make some of these. I had to go ahead and make the gauntlet. This is actually used to cast the spells in Thaumcraft 6. I also had to make the blank lesser focus. So I had to do that jazz there. Once I did that, I got a secondary quest in this kind of line, which told me I had to light myself on fire. It said, like, examine fire very closely, which is a joke because it really means light yourself on fire. So I made a flint and steel and just lit the ground on fire and walked in it. And then I made the focal manipulator, which finally kind of finished this quest line. I then went to this one, which was the restart recharge pedestal. I think this one was just complete, or maybe it took an observation in alchemy. The observations are super easy to get. I didn't really show that in the last video. But if I took this thing and went over to some of these machines here, just start scanning. You notice here every once in a while you just kind of get those little paper-looking little icons kind of moving around. Those are all observations. It takes no time to get those ones. Super easy. And you can actually see in the book by pretty much clicking on anything here, knowledge totals, how many observations you have. So those ones are really simple. The actual theories take a little bit more work. A little more to get into. But anyway, that is definitely a thing. We do have this on lock now, and that is pretty cool. And the alchemy, I had to do liquid death as well. That one actually took a theory, I believe, and I had to go through here. This one's actually set to alchemy right here. So if I grabbed a spiritus and alienus, so if I go to, there's the alienus. I can't remember what spiritus looks like. That color right there. I had to get a ton of those anyway. Spiritus. There we go. Go ahead and grab them. Have them in my inventory. While looking at this, I can click on that. I already got some, some alchemy progression. You just kind of go through it. It's a little weird how it works. Mortis and Modus. Do I have Modus? That's Modus there. This is Mortis. That one's Mortis. Do I have more Mortis? Or did I get the exact amount I need for that? Sometimes it uses the crystals, and sometimes it doesn't. I think maybe the exclamation points means it's going to use the crystals, so I'm not going to do that. Let's do that. That's going to give us some flux, but I don't care. And then we can you just kind of go through this, right? It's like a choose your own adventure. Although, if you go certain ways, you'll get more of what you want, right? Anyway, I could go anvil, I could go universal theory. Oh, I don't have any ink band. You can fill up the ink of this too, really easy, I think. So we go to here, and let's open up our grid first. Go to, I guess, use on that, right? You just combine that with some pigment. It'll just kind of refill that thing, so that's pretty cool. Just do that. And I just want to get through the theory here. Let's just do some more revelation. It's a measure. So when you finish, you see here, you complete your theory. I don't always, like, if I hit 100% of something, I would have gotten a theory there. But it's not like, you don't have to do it a one go through in the theory. If I go through again, all those partial percentages that I had up here still count. So it's actually additive, which is kind of how it works there. So I just want to kind of explain the kind of research there a little bit. First thing we're going to do here, though, let's go ahead and get right to it. We're going to need, I guess we should cover this as well. Also kind of set up great wood. So to make great wood is oak with lead in a fluid transposer. I also did silverwood logs, which is wood and silver in a fluid transposer, and that kind of handles that. These are just materials for Thaumcraft. But we need some of that great wood right now, so let's go grab that. So let's drop off this ice, because I don't think we need it right now. We're going to make the charger here, and I'll show you what that's for, because the thing is pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and grab you. I guess we need Vis Resonator. I already did a bunch of those, and it wanted some iron as well, so let's go ahead and grab some of that. Sweet, and make our charger. So this thing, you may notice, like right now, it just used about 200 of Vis, and then it's gone. It's going back up, and that's great, but if I use this thing now on the workbench charger, it can pull Vis from surrounding chunks. So just like a 3x3 kind of, I think, chunk around it. So you know what I mean? So it'd be in the center, then all the chunks surrounding it. It can access all that Vis. So when you need to do repetitive crafting, you don't have to wait a long time on this table. So that is pretty awesome. But once we have that, I think we're also going to go ahead and make our goggles of revealing, because that should be helpful at some point. Let's grab you. Let's go ahead and grab some leather, because I think we need 4 of that. Let's do that there. Go ahead and go to reveal. Do that right there. This one's going to take another 50, but that's fine. Yeah, we'll probably equip these things so I can show you what they do here. Let's do that. So right now, if I look at the cauldron, you don't see anything. But that's going to change here in a second. Let's grab a couple gold. Let's throw that in there. And now you get a representation of the actual Vis that's in the cauldron. You'll do that with the machines with the mod as well and all that jazz. Just take that in there. Throw that there. Get that all out. You can now see there's nothing in there. So the goggles are very helpful for kind of crafting and stuff. So we'll be keeping those kind of moving forward. Let's toss you in there. Let's get rid of you. And I think we're good to go. Let's drop you off, and probably get to our next kind of recipe here. Let's get rid of you. Don't need an empty map. I needed that for research. I needed some of this weird stuff for research too, like anvils and things like that. It was a little odd what it's asking us for. Get rid of you and you. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our iridium plates. Let's get this stuff off my bar. So let's do that real quick. And get all the materials we need for our actual iridium plates. Which is going to actually make the scales here. And this is exactly what you need. You need 100 of Praemunio, I guess. You need 20 Spiritus, 20 Alienus, and then 20 Tenebrae. That's all you need there. Let's do that. Gonna get that all ready to go. And then we're just gonna toss that in there really quick and instantly throw it in our plate. Kind of reduce the chance of it dissipating. But anyway, there's one. Let's go ahead and set up the second recipe here. Get that one done. There we go. There we go. If you leave that stuff in there too long, it'll end up taking more. So you want to be kind of fast about it. That's why I do it the way I do. Let's kind of do that there. Drop that. Bam. Now we got our 2 dragon scales, which are pretty awesome because that handles 2 more of the items for the actual dragon. The next one we're going to handle here is going to be, I think, this one. Do that. Need to look at liquid death and get that one done. Is that right? There's 100 of that. I think I might need something else for that. Where's my book here? Let's go to here. Check that out. Let's go to liquid death. Check that. Oh, I forgot this one, Alchemy. So I need a bucket. Let's go ahead and grab one of these. We should only need 1 bucket of this, but that's fine. Let's go here. Let's go to bucket. Sweet and sweet. Drop you off, and I need to hunt down the Alchemy. What's it called? Alchema? I have no idea. Alchemy, I guess, is what it is. Let's see here. What would we use? We could use slime. We could use that. What else would be useful? I mean, you know, decent. That. I'm looking for something that isn't overly spammy and doesn't make it so I have to drop in a whole bunch of stuff and get other stuff. That's why I swear you spend half your time just looking for the cleanest way of doing this stuff. That there. Because otherwise you just produce flux that you otherwise don't want. For no apparent reason other than you can. Nothing good, man. This one's actually pretty rough. What would I use? What's that have on it? That's got 5. That's not bad. We'll go with blaze, man. That's close enough. Let's go ahead and grab some blaze here. Not Brad. I don't know who Brad is. Let's grab some blaze here. So it was 5 per, so it would take that many, right? And did I need a bunch of slivers as well? So I had some quartz in here, right? So let's go ahead and grab a couple stacks of slivers, because this may make a fair amount of stuff here, because there's other things in there as well. Go, and we'll just drop them in there, drop you in there. Hopefully that got it all. Looks like it did. Sweet. So we got our 20 alchemy. That's awesome. And that should be everything, right? So I think it's that, and the bucket, right? Check that one more time. Just want to make sure we have everything. So 20, 50, 100. 20, 50, 100. That looks good. Let's try this out, man. Anyway, let's do that, and maybe. And there we go. We got a liquid death. And just check our flux in this area. That's how much going. Yeah, it's barely gone up, so we're doing good. That's why I do it this way, just to keep it clean. I really don't want to have to end up with taint and dealing with that stuff. Or a rift. Especially a rift would be absolutely horrible. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab all the liquids we need here. So that is what we needed for cobalt. This is what we needed for heartite. That's cool. And then we'll need 2 gold in there because we still need to make an arrowhead. So we'll kind of get this all going at once. Anyway, we'll toss you in there. Make sure this is all off too. That's off. That's all off. Oh, let's probably turn you off too. There we go. Then that'll smelt that down. How did I get gelatin in here? Oh, I already used that in there. Didn't even realize it. Put you in there, put you in there, put you in there. That should make cobalt. There's our gold. Let's go ahead and put all this jazz in here. Sweet and sweet. And we should start seeing mandolin. That's exactly what we want to see. So let's go pick them up. Probably get some stuff back in our bar here. We're going to need our tinker's tables. Let's go to tinkers. Probably need a stencil table. That. I already got wood on me. I'll just use that stuff for all that matters. That. Probably need some patterns though. Pattern. Also sweet. And then toss you in there. And then it's an arrowhead. So we'll just grab that one. I think it only takes 2 agates to make an arrowhead too. So not really going to worry about that. There we go. Got our arrowhead. That's cool. Then we'll have to make the actual cast, with which we could just do the gold, right? So we're just going to cast that off. Go ahead and grab acceleration wand. Speed that up. No, it's already done, man. No point. And we should already have a mandolin mixed, right? So I should be able to just do that now. Make that go a little faster. Do the second time. Do the same thing. Awesome. Then we just need arrowheads. Let's pull out the cast. Sweet. And arrowheads. Now to get these done, all we have to do is pour milk on them. For whatever reason, that's what we have to do. And I think I have a tank full of milk right in this crate here. So let's go ahead and grab you. Sweet. And we should be able to just use 2 buckets of milk in there. So 1, 2. Let's see if that worked. Oh, I need to swap over, don't I? There we go. Did that switch? A little laggy. Anyway, that should handle that. Like, there we go. There's our fangs, man. This would be 1. And I guess the other one, we have to do that right there. Probably swap that one more time. No, we do not. And we're done. And awesome. So I think we have pretty much everything here except for, I think it's the tongue. So we go to Fang. Let's grab them. Let's get them with everything else here. So we can make sure we have everything. But I think we're almost ready to make the dragon head. Except for we still have to do a whole thing for a setup for that. I'm just trying to get everything together here. So we should have 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what am I missing? 2, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 8. Don't count with system, man. It's horrible. So anyway, that's 11 items. This is exactly what we should have. And we go to Dragon Head. Let's check that out. You will quickly see the last one we need is the Dragon Tongue, which means we have to get to the Gaia Spirit, which means we have to go fight Gaia. So I think that's what we're going to do next. So what do we need here? We need a Gaia pylon, I believe. Gaia pylon, right? Gaia one? What's that one? That one is this one, right? So we need to make the regular pylon to upgrade it to Gaia. And there you go. I went ahead and crafted up the beacon. So I also went ahead and crafted a platform way up here, which is going to be used for fighting the Gaia himself. And I've also made a housing a little down there to fight the Wither. So we're going to fight the Wither first because we need a beacon to be able to actually do the ritual. So we're going to grab a couple skulls here. Then probably grab the sand and then just chuck that in there. And there we go. We've got some soul sand. I'll have to automate that later, but it doesn't matter right now. I don't need the rest of this obsidian. I use that for the platform. I built the wither cage out of bedrock. So bedrock you can make easily in this pack with quadruple compressed cobblestone. So I did that way. You can then use this bedrock too as well to pulverize down and make chaos shards. So that is pretty cool. Might go ahead and do that because I made more than I needed. It only takes like, what, 6,000 cobblestone or so to make this anyway, so it's not even hard to make. But that's going to give us a whole lot of chaos shards, which is pretty crazy and pretty cool. I also went ahead and made this. This is a syringe. It's from RF Tools. I'm going to be using that, I guess, later on to automate the wither. So I'm going to be kind of coming down here now. Probably not falling into the void because I cannot recognize where my fingers are on my keyboard, apparently. But anyway, let's go in here. There we go. And then I guess we just need to build the wither cage, right? So let's go ahead, or not the wither cage, the actual wither himself. Let's do that there. Do that there. And then grab a couple skulls. Oh, I need do I have any more bedrock in here? Bedrock. Dagnabbit. Not bedrock. Yeah, I need bedrock. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He won't get out. I hope. Anyway, let's go ahead because I didn't do this here. I could make another one. I'm going to real quick because otherwise he might get out. He could just like glitch through the wall or something. I don't want to risk it. Let's go bedrock. No, it's quad, right? Quadruple. I already had this. I did have it. I just didn't make the recipe, right? Then I can just smelt that down. That works. There we go. That should work there. Let's go ahead and actually grab the bedrock again. Do it properly. And then I guess we're going down here. And finally getting this done. There we go. Just need to get these skulls in place. Then we'll be able to close the door behind us and not have to worry about it. Anyway, there he goes. He should spawn in there. Grab our bedrock. Get away from his noisy self. I'll have to edit that kind of in the video. Let him do his thing. Come on. Do your explodey. And we're probably just going to run in here and start hitting him with the syringe. The syringe is going to turn red. And when it gets red, it should say it's at 100%. Wait a second. Why'd that go back to 40%? Stop that. I have no idea why it went back to 40%. I could probably just kill him with the sword, right? I just want to make sure this syringe stays at 100%. Looks like it's staying there now. I don't know why it went back down. I'm going to disable this thing too, because I don't want the explosion to actually break the nether star. So that would be bad. Before I kill him, I want to make sure that syringe is full. Maybe it's because he heals. Maybe because he healed up, it just kind of made it go away. Oh, I actually got hit, man. Anyway, that doesn't matter. And there we go. He is dead. And this here, you can actually break this stuff really easy. So you just kind of go like that. Go right in. Pretend it's not even there. It turns into bedrock cobblestone. I don't know if that's as unbreakable to mobs or not. So I wanted to make sure I built it out of the, not cobblestone, bedrock. Yeah, it's bedrock cobblestone. That confuses me. I don't know if it's unbreakable by the wither though. So yeah, definitely a thing. We did get our actual nether star though. So let's head up this way. And maybe craft ourselves a beacon, because that could be something we need. Let's go to beacon. No, probably not there. Why is JEI sync not on? Let's do that. I don't know why it turns itself off sometimes, not other times. Let's do that. We need some glass, man. Let's go get some glass. Craft a stack. I thought I had like 2,000 of that. What? That just appeared in existence. I have 2,000 right there. I have no idea. We'll pretend that's normal for now. I'll deal with that later. I can't even remember where we're storing it, to be honest. But it looks like a connection's breaking or something. Wait, let's head up this way. I already got the iron in place to set up the beacon. And we just have to set up the pylons, and then we can fight this guy. I may go make it daytime before we do, just so it's a little less confusing. But it has to be an active beacon, so it has to be able to see the sky. That's definitely something way to do. No point putting a buff in this either, because it gets disabled during the fight. I'm going to break that for a second, though. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to place the visualization. So there, visualize. And right there. There we go. Then we'll have to get these pylons in place. Let's do that real quick. Maybe 0.1 right here. That looks good. And maybe one right here. Sweet. And once this is done, we should just need a tear steel. Use that on the beacon. I think you have to shift right click it. And you should be good to go as long as the multi-block's right. Anyway, we're going to do that. Break all these little pillars. And maybe I'll go sleep really quick just so it's daytime. So it's not as confusing. I'm hoping this goes easy. He doesn't kind of wreck my face. Because we're not overly armored. I'm usually way more armored when I fight this guy. Although we will be able to use our bow. So we'll kind of see how it goes. And okay, I got myself a stack of food. I got a terrastale agate, which we should just have to use here. We're going to fight this guy. And I'm hoping I don't die. It may very well happen. Way this kind of works, every time you hit him, I think he teleports and he spawns these little pink like pools. They're just like little fields there. If you stand in those again when he teleports, I think you take extra damage. So I'm going to be trying to not do that. So I'm going to shift to right click this. We're going to do a lot of really loud music. And we're just going to kind of start fighting this guy. He also spawned pixies, I think, that kind of fly toward you ever so slowly. And maybe that. There we go. Oh, there's some of that pink stuff. Do that. Get out of here. Are you damn dead? Go away. We don't have fast regeneration in this pack either. No. Get that guy away from me. There we go. So that's a bit of an issue in itself. Although the explosions are helping with the pixies a lot, actually. Do that. Where's pink stuff? Let's stay out of pink stuff. Oh. Yeah, take that. Take that, pixie. Where's he at? Right there? It's actually going really smooth so far. He's going to one-shot me at some point. The main thing is to stay out of pink stuff when you do damage to him. It really is. So this is actually going really smooth here. That's good. We're going to go into another phase here. I think he starts spawning mobs here. We have to fight a bunch of them. Although it shouldn't be too bad with this bow. Although you can get witches and stuff, so that is something you have to worry about. I'm not going to worry about the drops or anything. I really just want them dead. I don't know how long this lasts either. Then I think you go back into the same kind of battle situation you did before. So, like the same pattern. I don't know what happens if you hit the outside wall. I'm usually so overpowered when I do this fight. I'm not used to this at all. It's a little strange. Having to actually worry about dying in this battle. Because I could die really easy, even with this armor. If I started hitting him while standing in that pink stuff, he teleports. Because it's like, I think that stuff like goes through your armor or something strange like that. No, that's bad. That's bad. Stop teleporting. Why is he teleporting? I'm so close to dead. There's like pink stuff everywhere. No, I'm gonna die. Did I get him? I think I got him. I need to go see. Did I die and get him? Because that would be fantastic. Oh, I hope so. Oh, I was so panicked I didn't know what to do anymore. I was just worried about my health. Is he here? Is it there? Where is he? And you can see how quickly you could die. Yeah, I see this. Where is it at? Oh, there's Guy Spirits. We did it. It wasn't clean, but it got done. I don't even care. That is fantastic. We did get our Guy Spirits. And we got some other bits and bobs as well. So yeah, he can kill you very easily. So you really need to stay out of pink stuff. Apparently in the second stage, he starts putting down more of it. Because I didn't even know where to stand anymore. So that is pretty cool. Went a lot more smooth than I was blending, actually. Wow, cool. Well, except for that last 30 seconds. Or it was probably 5 seconds, but it felt like 100 days. So anyway, we got 8 Gaia Spheres. So we are good there. We should be able to go do our last runic. And get it, get our last dragon beast here. So let's get that done. So we need, where is it? Where's it at? Where's the stuff? It's not even in this crate. Let's head over to our other crate. I don't want that grab bag. Let's get out of that. That's some pointless immersive stuff. Let's grab you. Maybe our 2 runes as well. And then our Gaia Sphere. So that's cool. And what else do we need? We need just a piece of living rock, right? So let's go ahead and grab you, I suppose. Do that. Maybe a piece of living rock. Also awesome. And see what we need. Just one of you. And we should be pretty much done here. I wonder how much it's going to take to charge, actually. Do we only... Why did I get 2? Oh, yeah, it takes 2. That's why. I was thinking it took only 1. I thought I was setting up for 2 recipes for a second. That and that. And there we go. No. Isn't this the recipe? Oh, no. What have I done wrong? Let's go to tongue. Check that out. I have 2. I have Gaia Spear. I got Rune of Greed and Rune of Gluttony. I think that's what I have. Let's pull everything out for a second. I need to make sure I have everything correct here, because apparently I do not. Why won't it pull out that last one? Give me that. Go, and see what's going on. So, mystical black petal, mystical black petal, mystical purple, mystical purple, then Gaia Spirit, and then Rune of Greed, Root of Gluttony. Okay. Oh, it's Apothec. That's so strange now that I'm looking at it. I was just assuming that was Root of Galter. We just need a seed. There we go. That actually makes it way easier. Let's come over here and maybe do this properly. So we just go here, 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 to them, and then throw a seed in, right? And we've got our tongue. So we officially have everything we need for this recipe. We still need to do a little bit more. Basically what we need to do is get these tenebrae into jars. So that's going to be the last step here. It has to be in these water jars. We're going to have to get one of these smelteries here. Get this smelted down and probably get some Alembics, I think, as well. And maybe some of the piping. What is the piping called? Let's go to @Thaum. I don't even remember what the piping is called, to be honest. Essentia tubes. That's what we need. Essentia tubes and maybe an Essentia valve. Is there like a valve thing? Essentia valve. Grab that. So yeah, let's get to that. And okay, the next thing we're going to do here is go ahead and work on, I guess, the ritual for the actual dragon's head. I did grab a bunch of things we're going to need here. One thing we're going to need right away, actually, is going to be some thaumium. And that's just Precantatio and Terra. So we're just going to take that, throw that in there, and hopefully grab 6 of those, which is pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and craft those. I think we need those in plates. So let's go ahead and grab that. I think we need some of these plates as well. Actually, we need nuggets as well, so that works. Let's do that. It's nice that they added all these little kind of plate recipes. Makes it so you don't have to bother with much, which is pretty sweet. I think we also need some of these filters. Let's go do that and grab you. Maybe get 2 of those essential filters, because I think that's all we need. And we should be good to start here. No, we need some Quicksilver drops. Let's grab them. There we go. That should handle that. So what we're going to go ahead and make is going to be a smeltery. We're going to make this one here. This is the first one. We're going to go ahead and make the second one, which is thaumium, which is why I need the plates. We also need to do this alchemical construct here. The first one we need, I guess, is yet another cauldron. So let's do that. Get you down and just do that jazz. Get that all converted. And that should be good to go. Let's see if we can actually make the first one now. We can. That's fantastic. The second level one, we still need the construct, right? So we're going to have to go ahead and make some Essentia tubes, which we can go ahead and do now because I've got the nuggets and stuff. So let's do like 3 recipes. That's good. I'm going to take 2 levers and actually combine it with 2 of the tubes. That's going to give us valves that we need for the construct. And that should be pretty cool as well. Let's get on the right one here. We just need the construct. There we go. Then we can actually make our smeltery. So that is the first part of it. Going to take that, going to pop that down, and I'm probably going to give it some fuel. Next thing we're going to need here is a Alembic. Let's get to Alem. Check that out. That's what those filters are for. We also need a bucket. So let's go get a bucket here. Because my buckets keep like multiplying. I feel like they're duping or something. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, let's go to a Alembic. Check that out. And grab one of them. And we're already pretty much good to go. So we're going to just pop that right there. We also need to make jars. And it was just like 3 jars, right? That's all we need. As long as I don't mess anything up. So let's go ahead and make some jars here. There we go. And we'll just leave that recipe in there just in case. Just pop that there. Go ahead and grab an Essentia tube. And put that there. We're completely ready to go now. So let's go ahead and just unload all this stuff. Because we don't need it. I may need those skulls. Let's grab them. Let's grab the tenebrae first. And we're going to smelt this down. Now, one thing to watch on this, and the reason, we only need 50, I guess, in this jar to be able to actually do this ritual. Problem is, when you put things through an actual Essentia smelter, some of it actually burns off, and you'll see these little purple kind of clouds come out every once in a while. There it goes there. It means you actually lost one. And when you lose one, it also adds flux to the world. So, yeah, we are losing some, and that's why I kind of overdid it. I think I can speed that up so it's not going like that either. Yeah, it moves from the smeltery to the Alembic really slow. And then I don't think you can actually speed up the piping, so no point. But you can speed this up. And there we go. It's 76, and I put like 76 in there. So, yeah, you can see that we actually lose some. I guess I'll just throw that there. Put that there. Grab our next one. Let's get the alienness in here. There we go. We got, what, 72 of this one? I'm curious how much we lose, to be honest. 72 in there. So we'll kind of see what we have in the end. because I knew we were going to lose some. And it's just adding flux. Like, this thing is so dirty. That's why I like using the crystals. Because if you just put, like, random materials in here and trying to smelt it off and put it in several jars, you just lose tons, for one. So it's hard to track what you're getting. And, wow, we lost a lot. There's 7. And then you end up with tons of flux. This thing is just a flux machine. There's upgrades you can add, but even with the upgrades, this thing is dirty. So that is definitely something. Go ahead and grab that one. This one we have, what, 83? Take that, toss that there. And probably throw down our last jar here. And then we can actually kind of set up the ritual. Look at those nice flux clouds, man. My crucible setup is way easier using the Spiritus. But anyway, get that done. There we go. How much we got in there? We got 50. We had like 83, I think it was. Just curious how much we lose. Actually, shouldn't be too bad. That one wasn't too bad, actually. We only lost about 7. Oh, it was about the same as last one, even though we did more. Anyway, we only need 50 of each, so we have more than we need. We can actually set up this ritual now. One thing I want to do first, though, is I'm going to take some of these skulls and put them down. They're actually what's called a stabilizer, so you can use skulls, you could use candles, you can use like zombie heads and stuff, but it's supposed to make the ritual more stable, because bad things could happen while you're doing it. So I just want to get some of them down. And you also want to get them down in a symmetrical way. The more symmetrical it is, the more the bonus you get. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to kind of keep sure they're all facing the same direction and stuff like that. And that should be probably enough right there. This is a pretty stable kind of ritual anyway. If you look at it, it actually says stable. But that could go different when you're actually doing your ritual. But we'll kind of just run with that. Hope it's good enough. Here we go. Let's drop that stuff off for now. Gotta grab everything we need for the actual ritual. So let's do this. I don't know if the ritual, like the components, have to go down the same kind of shape as the dragon head. So if we go to dragon head, check that out. So I don't know if it has to go down the same way, or if it adds stability if it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it the way they show it. So I see the dragon tongue goes here, right? And then the dragon, not dragon, I guess it would be the dragon brain, would go right here. And let's see what goes there. Let's go scale. What is it? No, I scale. Let's do it. Let's do it in order. So it would be scale, and this one would be I, right? So we'll do that. That's totally wrong. Let's actually grab an I. There would be Fang Dragon Breath. So let's do Fang and Dragon Breath. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure if this needs to be done. But better safe than sorry, right? Anyway, now let's go over to, it'd be Dragon Eye Scale. So Dragon Eye Scale, then I think it was Fang, right? I think that's right. So I yeah, I Dragon Scale Fang, then Hide Horn, man. So there we go. We got our hide and we got our horn. So that should be everything we need for the ritual. So let's go ahead and grab our caster gauntlet. You are going to need this thing. It's going to be the only time we use it in this pack. We're going to have to go over to this here now. And I think you just oh, I forgot one part. I forgot to put this up here. Gonna put the actual skull up there. Then I think we just shift right click it. And there you go. It's actually going to start now. It's actually pulling exactly what it needs out of there. And hopefully it stays stable. If not, some of these things could get dropped off the altar. Or even destroyed if we were unlucky. Where this one is stable, it's very unlikely that anything will get destroyed. But it is possible that something will get knocked off the altar with a little like lightning blast. Or you could get hit by a lightning blast yourself. We'll just kind of let it drain all the stuff it's going to drain here. Once it's done, we should have Dragon Head, which is pretty fantastic all around, I have to say. Come on, get her done. Got the last one. And I think the main part of it starts now, where it actually starts using the items. Yeah, they're actually getting deleted. And everything stayed stable for me, so I'm actually quite happy we added those skulls. Because I think that kind of helped there. Because even with stable, sometimes you get the little kind of knock off the pillar thing. That's good. Grab that. Grab that. And boom. There it is, man. We got the dragon's head. That is actually awesome, man. We've been working so long on this thing. I just want to wear it. Just take this out, man. I'm a beast of burden. Rawr. I love this thing. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to wrap this episode here. I think we made some pretty awesome advancements today. But as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. When you guys have a good one, I'll see you guys in that video. Later.